the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for the sun. It don't matter what we think when it's all over, 'cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Alright guys, so this is probably not where you thought you were gonna see the 89 CR500 that we just built in the back of the truck, right? So, you know, sometimes I make bad decisions because I get too excited, and that's exactly what happened today. This bike, other than this footage right here of us literally breaking it in for another video, I'll show you right now. So that was the first time it was being broken in. I have obviously ran around my street, around my house. It was a good time. We had a really, really good time on it. Bike absolutely rips, but I got it here and it just was too much for a fresh, tight engine. And so I'm afraid we seized it a little bit. So it didn't lock up. As a matter of fact, it still has compression, just doesn't have enough. So I'm running the single ring Wasner piston in it. So it is a simple fix, but as far as today at the dunes, this is where it ends for today. So brought 3 bikes because Isaac's on his AF, Ivan's on his Husqvarna, and now the AF just had an issue. Let's talk about that. So you guys remember this one, right? This is the 1986 short rod, right? We took it out of that steel frame, we put it into this AF, and this thing, all last night, there's just so many good sounds going on here, but all last night, all today was running fine until it wasn't, right? Isn't that the story? So what ended up happening though, and this is gonna kind of trip some of you guys out, these original 1985, 1986 cases right here on the outside, they're made of magnesium. So what happens? They get electrolysis and they rot. So what this one did, it started blowing oil out of the breather vent for the crankcase. Not supposed to do that. Don't know why I was doing that. Couldn't figure it out until he came back. He went and did a couple more pulls on the hill. Everything sounded, looked great. But he came in, he accidentally stalled it, and all of a sudden the radiator hose blew off, like exploded. Not a lot of water came out of it. Where'd the water go? In there. So on these older magnesium cases and the water pump behind the impeller, they rot, and eventually they allow passages to go straight into the crankcase, and that's what happened here. So we caught it before anything bad happened, but 2 bikes down out of 3. We still got the Swedish meatball, and Ivan's gonna be running that. But this is what happens when you come to the dunes. You just never know, and even though you think that you're totally prepared, you're not. You have no idea. So, but we're still having fun. It's still a smiles. Everyone's kind of chilling. We got racing in about 30 minutes here, so everyone's starting to fire up their bikes and get their gear on. And but we'll video some races, and it's gonna be good. There's gonna be some good battles, so stick around if you guys want to watch that for sure. Make sure you guys are liked and subscribed to the channel if you like big bore stuff, because I happen to like big bore stuff. If you didn't notice, we do a lot of big bore stuff here, so make sure that you definitely follow and subscribed on that one, guys. So even though this one still runs red stripes, it's not safe. It blew a hose, and yeah, bummer, but it's fixable. We just need to replace this case, and luckily they are easily obtainable and they're not very expensive, believe it or not, on eBay to replace those cases. So that's what we'll do. So let's go race some 500s though, guys. Let's do that. All right, Ivan, 12 years old, CR430. What do you think?
I like it. It's fast.
It's fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been climbing, having fun, ripping around, and we're just letting the bikes cool down because, yeah, they do get a little warm doing this over and over and over again, but get some shots of some hill climbs here soon. All right, so we're here. Races are getting underway. Austin and Ivan, the only bikes that are running out of the 4 that we brought, but it's all right. But yeah, Swedish Meatball and the Service Honda, they're doing good. It's gonna be a fun race. You're rolling. Crossing, okay? I gotta say, guys, I'm a proud father. Ivan did amazing. Unfortunately, he clicked into 4th. He started off in 2nd. He should have left it in 3rd, but you know what? It's all right. He clicked 4th and the pack walked away from him. But what an awesome run for this 12-year-old on an old Husqvarna CR430. I am seriously just so stoked on the kid. They all had a blast. It was truly a fantastic weekend. So they're only taking top 4 from this. The hands go up. Let's go, Austin, right here in blue. So they're gonna do 5. It's best out of 5, guys. These bikes are gonna get super hot right now. There we go.
I got to give a huge shout out to Tom Nelson. He and his family put this on every single year since 2017, and it's such a fantastic event. It's very inclusive. It's not an outcast, like, hey, we're competitors kind of race. It's a very much, hey, come over here into our camp, have some of our food, sleep in our trailer, eat with us, dine with us, play with us. Let's fix our bikes together. It is so inclusive. Again, I highly recommend any of you come out, spend some time on the sand with us. It's such a blast. Just make sure you bring a big bore. That's the only stipulation. Bring a big bore and come have some fun with us. And I can't wait for next year, guys. It's going to be a blast once again. I'm sure we'll have another bike up our sleeve for next year. But for this year, that's a wrap. We'll throw a new top in the 89 CR500, and we'll make sure and break it in a little bit better this time instead of putting 30 minutes of riding on it. So until then, guys, we'll see you on the next video, which we bought another bike. And this one is a little bit different than any bike I've ever purchased before. So keep an eye out for that next Monday. We'll see you on that video.
Kids are a little smoked from last night. Didn't get too much sleep. All right. We're here. Doing it. You guys remember this one? It's on the channel. Austin's bike. Sarah's Honda. Sick. It's got the 86 short rod in it. The sewing machine, the Swedish sewing machine.